tourism and peace with parallel to celebrating World Tourism Day. So now we have reached the ceremonial event of World Tourism Day 2024. We have a day full of insightful speeches, inspiring performances, and moments of reflection. Before that, at this moment, we would warmly welcome all the invitees who have accepted our invitation and joined with us today. We would like to welcome esteemed power members, the Ministry of Tourism, our Provincial Council, industry professionals, and all the academic and non-academic members of Uva Wellassa University of Sri Lanka.
To officially commence the ceremony, we will now light the traditional oil lamp. For that, it's my honor to invite the following invitees. Senior Professor Kolluru Bandara Wijesekara, Vice Chancellor of Uva Wellassa University of Sri Lanka, Mr. Dimitri Kure, Managing Director, Jetwing Hotels,
Professor Ram Singh, Dean, Faculty of Management, Associate Professor Amila Henagamagi, Acting Dean, Faculty of Applied Sciences, Professor Chaturanga Senaratne, Dean, Faculty of Technological Studies, Senior Professor Mudita Vidanapatirana, Dean, Faculty of Medicine, Professor Rangana Shalika, Professor in Tourism Management, Department of Tourism Management, Faculty of Management Studies, Sabaragam University of Sri Lanka.
Mr. Pramodit Tenabadu, Senior Consultant, Entrepreneurship and Operations, the Picot Rail, Mr. Ishara Gunavardhana, Manager, Air Services and Traffic Rights, Civil Aviation Authority of Sri Lanka, Mr. Sampath Nisanka, Assistant Secretary, Ministry of Tourism or Provincial Council, Chief Executive Officer, over Tourism Promotion Bureau, Mr. Hashan Pereira, National Tourist Guide Lecturer, Founder of Traveling Through Us Private Limited, Mr. Nilantha Tenekon, Editor-in-Chief, Guansara Aviation Magazine, National Coordinator, the Next Generation of Aviation Professionals, Sri Lanka Program, Civil Aviation Authority of Sri Lanka.
Mr. Suraj Vijay Vikrama, Senior Executive, Tangerine Tours Private Limited, Senior Lecturer, Northwich College, Visiting Lecturer, Management and Science University, Examination Moderator, University College of Batangala, Corporate Trainer, Master Life Coach. Mr. Chamendra Tenukon, Visiting Lecturer, Former Principal, Sri Lanka Institute of Tourism and Hotel Management, Bandarawela. Mr. Dhananjay Navaradha, Head, Department of Tourism Studies, Professor Madhuranga Kulatunga, Head, Department of Management Sciences, Mr. M. Bhubavadhanan, Head, Department of Public Administration.
Ms. Vindhya Hevage, Academic Coordinator of World Tourism Day 2024, Ms. Prabhutya Munasinghe, Assistant Academic Coordinator World Tourism Day, Mr. Aditya Senarat and Ms. Chivangi Tharuchika, Student Coordinators of World Tourism Day. Thank you all. The Art Club of Uva Wellassa University is now ready to welcome you and showcase the vibrant culture of our nation. Let's enjoy this beautiful welcome dance. let's give our dancers a big round of applause again.
To formally open today's proceeding, now I invite Mr. Dhananjay Navaratna, Head Department of Tourism Studies, to deliver the welcome speech.
Good morning. Good morning. Today's chief guest, Vice Chancellor Sir, Senior Professor Kolitha Bandara Wijesekara. Keynote speaker, Mr. Dimitri Kure, Managing Director, Jetwin Hotels. And other respected industrial academic panelists as well as the resource personnel. And the deans of the faculties, heads of the department, the assistant secretary from Uva Tourism Ministry, all the other academic, non-academic, administrative, staff members, and my dear students and ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed an honor and privilege to welcome you all on this significant occasion on behalf of the Department of Tourism Studies, Faculty of Management, Uva Wellassa University. We all are on a shared mission in our own capacities, and that is to bring our country to great heights, to create better future for this nation and future generation. Uva Wellassa University was established in the backdrop of the long-felt need of offering market-oriented courses to create employable graduates and future entrepreneurs. As one of the leading department, as well as one of the leading degree program in Sri Lanka as well as globe, the Department of Tourism Studies, Faculty of Management, the Bachelor of Business Management Honors in Hospitality, Tourism and Events Management degree program, annually organize World Tourism Day celebrations aligning with the theme, tourism theme. So this year theme, as we all know, but we were a little bit late, as you all know, all around the world, September 27 celebrated the World Tourism Day in different aspects under the theme of tourism and peace. So as a department, we proudly say we have implemented 10 activities parallel with Tourism Day celebration in the collaboration of Ministry of Tourism in Uva Province. We have already completed 6 activities, and today we are going to complete rest of the 4 activities. So we have organized Navigatio photo competition, photography competition, Expressive ink essay competition, and quiz buzzer, quiz competition, tourism quiz competitions in Uva Province, home science workshops for Uva regional schools, and tourism walks organized in Haputale in collaborative in different stakeholders, and Bogoda Wooden Bridge video documentary, as well as today we are going to launch the 4th volume of Wow magazine, and the ceremonial event, as well as 2 panel discussions who are in top in industry as well as academia. So as the first ever degree program who have obtained UNWTO accreditation in Sri Lankan education system, we are proudly working with, especially for the industries, especially for the public sector organization, because we know the value of the collaboration, especially from the private and public partnerships. So today We are reaching the World Tourism Day ceremonial event as well as the two panel discussions representing industry as well as academia to enhance the tourism as well as to enrich the collaboration with industry as well as the private sector organization. First and foremost, I warmly welcome our chief guest, Senior Professor Kolitha Bandara Wijesekara, Vice Chancellor of Uva Wellassa University, for kindly accepting our invitation and gracing this occasion. And as you all know, he has been a key force of our effort, and with his leadership we have achieved number of achievements as well as made progress in improving infrastructure, human resources, as well as the physical resources, as well as the research and development activities, especially focusing on value addition to the national resource base. So the industry people here, so I want to mention, so I think we are the first university who are going to establish Room Division Management Training Center in Sri Lankan education system. So we are planning to cater to industry as well as it's open for public. So with his leadership, so we were able to achieve that milestone, and I'm inviting you all to send us people to the center as well. And sir, warmly welcome you to this occasion, and especially I warmly welcome Mr. Dimitri Kure, Managing Director, Keynote Speaker, Jet Twin Hotels, for this beautiful university. As actually, personally, we want to bring him here and showcase how our students different from others. And we had a good relationship, as well as previously he was a member some the online sessions as well. So, but we want to physically to be here and showcase how our students differ, and especially from some exchange few thoughts from you regarding especially the future tourism generation. So once again, Mr. Kure, thank you very much, and we warmly welcome you to this beautiful university. And especially I warmly welcome Professor Ruan Ranasinghe, Dean, Faculty of Management, Uva Wellassa University, of this occasion. Actually, he is the person who always behind with us and backbone of our all initiatives. So he has given us freedom, as whatever you can do for the development of students, university, as well as the degree program. He has given us the freedom, as well as he is a backbone of our these initiatives. So, and also I warmly welcome Mr. Nihal Gurad is not there, some sudden meeting. So Mr. Sampath Nisanka, Assistant Secretary, Ministry of Tourism. Mr. Kure, I want to mention, as I mentioned earlier as well, comparing other provinces, the Uva Tourism Ministry is doing a marvelous job, especially promoting tourism, as well as they realize the importance of collaborating private sector as well as public sector organizations. So we have implemented 10 activities related to Tourism Day. So all the budget will be be bared by Ministry of Tourism. So I warmly welcome Mr. Sampath Nisanka, Assistant Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, as well as other deans of the faculties, Mr. Professor Saman Herath, Dean, Faculty of Animal Science and Export Agriculture, Professor Chaturanga Senaratna, Dean, Faculty of Technological Studies, Associate Professor Amila Henagama, Acting Dean, Faculty of Applied Sciences, as well as the leading resource personnel, the industry professionals, from especially the industry as well as academic professionals, especially one of our the friend, Professor Rangana Shalika, who is closely working with us, the Professor in Tourism Management, Sabaragamu University of Sri Lanka, as well as Mr. Ishara Gunawardana, Manager, Air Traffic and Control, Civil Aviation Authority, as well as Mr. Revan Razin. He will be joined during the panel discussion, the General Manager, Shangri-La Hotel, Hambantota, and Mr. Nilantha Chavardhan from Civil Aviation Authority, as well as Mr. Pramodit Tenabadu, Senior Consultant, Picot Trail, Uva Province, Picot Trail, and Mr. Suraj Vijay Vikrama, Senior Tour Executive, Tangerine Tours, as well as proudly I want to say he's our an alumni member, and Mr. Hashan Pereira, the National Tour Guide Lecturer as well as founder, Traveling Thrills Private Limited. So warmly welcome you all on behalf of Uva Wellassa University as well as Department of Tourism Studies, Faculty of Management. Your presence will be added value to these occasion. And at the same time, I warmly welcome the members of Uva Provincial Tourism Ministry. They have given enormous support, especially releasing fundings and organizing other activities, as well as Mr. Rubavardhanan, Head Department of Public Administration, and my team, the lecturers, the Department of Tourism Studies, as well as the lecturers who are in Faculty of Management. They all warmly welcome to these occasion, and I want to say one word, especially my team. I have, Mr. Kure, I have very young team. They were below 35 years, but even there are more required 10 staff members, but they are working hard. They are working 24/7. That is the key success behind of our department. So I want to express, as well as my students. So if we are going to implement whatever the activities, they should ready to implement, execute those activities. So my students, they are always ready to implement as well as given the fullest cooperation, especially for initiation of these activities. So I warmly welcome my dear students as well, especially the school students presented here, the Vihara Mahadevi Mahavidyalaya, as well as teachers, and other invitees, and all the ladies and gentlemen. Warmly welcome you all on behalf of Uva Wellassa University, celebration of World Tourism Day 2024, and please grace this witness. And I think we prove not only university system but also in industry we are very capable to obtain UNWTO TEDCOL certification in academia as well as all the tourism industry. Once again, I warmly welcome you all for this great occasion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome.
Up next, I would like to invite Mr. Sampath Nisankar, Assistant Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, Uva Provincial Council, Chief Executive Officer, Uva Tourism Promotion Bureau, to the stage.
morning, everyone. Senior Professor Kolita Pandara Jayasekara, the Vice Chancellor of Uva Wellassa University. Professor Ruwan Ranasinghe, Dean of the Faculty of Management, as well as Chairman of Uva Tourism Promotion Bureau, and Deans and Head of the Uva Wellassa University from the different faculties, and guest of honors, and dear students. It's a great pleasure to have with us today at Uva Wellassa University as we celebrate the World Tourism Day 2024. This is your theme, tourism and peace. We know as a country we struggle with 30 years long war in our country. After the end of the war, we have achieved dramatic development in the tourism industry. We know today tourism sector is the third most valuable economic sector in our country. In Sri Lanka and in our province as well, we have tremendous potential as a destination rich in natural beauty, cultural heritage, and welcoming communities. This year, Uva Wellassa University and Ministry of Tourism, we began our World Tourism Day initiative earlier than ever. We know this year is a very busy year with the general election and the president election. So we firstly organized several activities in line with the World Tourism Day program with the Uva Wellassa University. We organized an ultra success event in Habutale. I think Mr. Tena Bandhu also participated for this event. And in parallel, we organized the Misty Habutale special tourism program to attract more visitors to Habutale. We know Alla and some our destination in our province are popular as not only in Sri Lanka as a global destinations. A couple of weeks back, two restaurants in Alla, Chill Cafe and Barnes, they have been awarded as the world the best restaurants among the world best restaurant, second place and 12th place in casual dining category. As a province, as a ministry, we have identified the potentials in the tourism industry, but we have identified some development gaps and challenges as a province. The biggest problem, it's not limited to our province, is the lack of human resource. We need superior talents to make a significant change in industry. We know during last couple of years we have achieved a significant development, but there are some service quality related issues and some sustainability related issues. To overcome these challenges, we need to attract some superior talents. I think the Uva Wellassa University, they're doing the wonderful job from the university side. We work very closely with the Uva Wellassa University. As a government sector, we expect from the university side the need to groom future leaders in the hospitality industry. I must extend my sincere gratitude to Uva Wellassa University and its administration, faculty, and of course the students who have all contributors to these all efforts done by the Ministry of Tourism. Your hard work has been a backbone of these all events and initiatives, and we could not have achieved this success as a province without your support. Let's work together to champion tourism that support our local communities. We all know Uva is one of poorest provinces in Sri Lanka. As an agriculture-based economy, it's very hard to predict our future. We need to find some alternative solution to alternative industries to develop our provinces. I think the tourism is a top priority. we can ensure that travelers from around the world experience the true beauty of Sri Lanka while contributing to the bright and more sustainable future for us all, all support. We look forward to work very closely with Uva Wellassa University, and I must appreciate your presence for all guest of honors to our province. We need your continuous support to success to promote our in the tourism industry. Thank you very much. Happy World Tourism Day.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words.
Next, let us take a look back at the exciting activities that we conducted in honor of World Tourism Day Celebration 2024. Please enjoy this recap video.
Now, it's my pleasure to invite Professor Ruan Ransinger, Dean, Faculty of Management, to address the gathering.
Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Kure, Mr. Gunodana, Mr. Nishanka, Professor Rangana, and all other alumni from the industry, my fellow deans, heads of the departments, and the academic staff, dear students. So it has been a range of activities to mark the Tourism Day celebration 2024. And in fact, tourism has been a key activity socially, culturally, and economically right throughout the human civilization. So now, given the conflicts and the instability in between the countries, societies, nations, within the country, like place like this even, there are alien groups here, some from industry, and we are the academics here, schools, students from different batches. So we believe tourism can play an important role in bridging these gaps we have in the society. So marking that, the United Nations World Tourism Organization this year has named the theme for the celebration of Tourism Day, Tourism and Peace. So that is what we all are doing here. And I believe this gathering here today, as well as through the practice and implementation of the activities of tourism, right throughout the world, we can bring in the peace among the communities, mutual understanding, coexistence of different cultures, practices, food, and so forth. So therefore, tourism, as I said, has been a key activity, and I'm sure that will continue to be so. So we have a hope, despite some of the drawbacks that we have been experiencing in tourism, in the years to come, hopefully, we can do much better in terms of economic gains and social development and cultural understanding and enrichment through the tourism. So these are all goals and expectations as a department and as a faculty of celebrating this. And in fact, Mr. Nishanka is here in 2020, the National Tourism Day celebrations we hosted here in Uva province. Mr. Kure, now it is very hard to bring in such a national event to a province like Uva, but in 2020 it was COVID-19 and many other provinces, they were reluctant to take the challenge, but we took the challenge and invited all those industry professionals, and it did a brilliant show here. Yeah, I think that brought in a lot of attention to a province, and through, I'm sure, this activity, as well as panel discussions, and through some of those activities that we saw, that we have organized, we can continue to be one of the leading tourism academic programs that we have in the country as well as in the world, as mentioned by the head of the department. So it is my duty to appreciate particularly the contributions from all our industry professionals and coming all the way despite of their busy schedules, and the contribution of our academia as well as the ministry, Provincial Ministry of Tourism, who are always with us in all our initiatives and activities, and all the students and all other communities. So appreciating all your efforts, wishing all the very success for today's events to be witnessed. So happy World Tourism Day 2024. Thank you, everyone.
you, sir, for your encouraging words.
Coming up, we are thrilled to unveil a captivating video documentary crafted as part of our series of activities that were conducted for World Tourism Day Celebration 2024. This video delves into the fascinating history and timeless beauty of the Bogoda Wooden Bridge, a hidden gem that stands as a testament to rich cultural legacy of Sri Lanka.
Get ready to immerse yourself. The story of Bogoda Wooden Bridge come to life on screen.
Now, the full video documentary of Bogoda Wooden Bridge is available on UW Tourism YouTube channel.
We are excited to announce the launch of Wow Magazine Volume 4, an annual publication proudly proceeded by the Department of Tourism Studies. Each year, this magazine highlights key developments, insights, and innovations and reflection. Now, it's time to officially launch Wow Magazine Volume 4.
For that, we would like to invite Professor Ruwan Ranasinghe, Dean, Faculty of Management, and Mr. Dhananjay Navaratna, Head, Department of Tourism Studies, to the stage. And also, I respectfully invite Mr. Dimitri Kure, Managing Director, Jetwing Hotels, Mr. Sampath Nisanko, Assistant Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, Uva Provincial Council, Chief Executive Officer, Uva Tourism Promotion Bureau, to be a part of this remarkable moment. Today, our keynote speaker is Mr. Dimitri Kure, Managing Director of Jetwing Hotels. Mr. Dimitri Kure obtained Bachelor of Business, International Hotel and Resort Management degree from Blue Mountains International Hotel Management School in 2015. He joined Shangri-La Hotels and Resorts Singapore in 2011, 2012 and later joined his family-owned organization, Jetwing Hotels, as a trainee where he got exposure to operations, marketing, finance and planning. Since then, he has actively involved in the hotel operations in various roles. Since 2023, he is serving as the Managing Director of Jetwing Hotels, leading to receiving many achievements as a team. He is involved in many prestigious national and international projects, CSR activities. He is an aspiring young entrepreneur. He is set to continue the legacy set by his father and grandfather in the hospitality and travel sector. Mr. Kure's passion and commitment to hospitality industry have immensely contributed to achieve the service excellence, establishing community partnerships, and elevating the status of Jetwing Hotels. Let's warmly welcome Mr. Dimitri Kure to share his insights with us.
I want to all. Firstly, Professor Juan Ransinha, the Dean of the Faculty of Management, all other deans, professors, academic staff, non-academic, my dear students. Firstly, I would be very honored and humbled to be invited to be here to speak here. And when Dhananjay actually invited me, I told him last month my father was talking at the University of Jaffna as the keynote speaker, and maybe somebody else should be speaking, but he said no. And something my grandfather used to always say is, "Das nati rate indru das." So anyway, as an industry, we have always, in the family, we have always strived to do things well for the industry. And thank you once again, and truly humbled to be here. As the topic of this year's tourism, the UNWTO has said, as tourism and peace is definitely something that is extremely valuable at this moment. As all of you know, we as Sri Lankans went through 30 years of a lot of hardship. Most of us, or most of the students may have been very young. Some may have, would have been very young during the war, but that led to the country's stagnant development for almost 30 years. Especially as an industry, we face a lot of challenges. I was fortunate by the time I started working in 2015, tourism in Sri Lanka was booming. So it's always easy to join an organization or join a business when it's successful, when things are doing well. But my grandfather, when he started the business in 1973 to early 1981, 82, tourism was doing very well during that period. Some seniors might remember, especially the southern coast. That time, probably this area wasn't very popular for tourism, but the southern coast, Kandy, Norelia, the east coast of Sri Lanka was doing very well. Then all of us know what happened. Unfortunately, we had a civil conflict which lasted 30 years, which brought down the entire country, which led to so many innocent people losing lives and so on, and that led to us being pretty much stagnant and no development in a large scale. Thankfully, in 2009, the war was completed, and tourism and rest of the country saw tremendous development. Even we as a company at Jetwing, we invested heavily after the end of the conflict, including building a property in Vallavaya, which is about little over 1 hour's drive from here. And we also entered this area. And like Dhananjay mentioned earlier, the Uva province has seen a significant increase in tourism over the last 10 years. I think a lot of Sri Lankans also previously didn't, especially Alla, has now been one of the highlights. And like the director from the tourism ministry mentioned, Cafe Chill has received international recognition. Plus, that is probably one of the busiest and most successful restaurants in the country. So it's tremendous and it's a great achievement. And we have seen how tourism can benefit And today, okay, Sri Lanka has gone through a lot after that, but globally also, there are two deadly wars which can cause a lot of trouble. You would have noticed maybe about 4 or 5 days ago, the US government issued a warning regarding the travel of for Israeli guests who are in the East Coast. But we are, as an industry, we are facing issues or we are facing challenges due to a conflict which is thousands of miles away in the Middle East. The war in Gaza and Israel and Iran, Lebanon and all these Middle Eastern countries can lead to a lot of trouble and problems. Because if you look at Sri Lanka as an island, majority of our travelers have to come by planes, and the largest of the airlines which bring in travelers to Sri Lanka are the Middle Eastern airlines. Emirates, Qatar, Etihad, Turkish Airways and so on. So if there is a conflict in those regions, that can lead not only a problem for them, but also a problem to us as an industry, as a country. As you all know, after the economic turmoil in our country, tourism was one of the industries that all government, or even all presidential candidates were focusing on. Whether it was the NPP, SJB, whoever it was, they were all focusing on tourism as the low-hanging fruit that can make sure that the economy of this country can develop. And we have to ensure that there is peace. Actually, like how I'm very happy to note that this beautiful campus, it brings back a lot of memories for me as well, because where I studied in Australia was in the Blue Mountains, which is about 2 hours drive from Sydney, which also, of course it was a hotel still only, a much smaller campus, but it was a hotel within a mountainous region. And I must say, this is the first time I came to this university, and it's probably one of the most beautiful campuses in Asia or not the world, because you have lush greenery, very fresh air to breathe, and as students of this campus, you should be very proud that you all have the fortune of studying in such a university. And all these things help because, and also to be accredited by the UNWTO. So my father served on the UNWTO Ethics Committee for about 6 years, and due to his involvement, I was fortunate to meet Dr. Taleb Rifai, who was the former Secretary General of the UNWTO. And it was actually Dr. Rifai who I'm sure most of you would have learned in your economics and other subjects, the 3 Ps in economics: people, planet, and profits. But it was he who wanted to bring a 4th P as peace. Because he was, at that time when he was the Secretary General, he was trying to bring this in and to get it more established to have 4 Ps in economics. Because tourism, there are 2 sides. Tourism can be definitely, one, a benefactor of peace, but also tourism can work towards bridging and helping to to build peace. Because tourism plays a pivotal role in communities, because unlike many other industries, tourism helps the trickle-down effect. What they say is, when somebody comes and pays $1, that from whether it is from a large hotel, travel agency, guides, cultural sites, even to the person who's selling king coconut on the side of the road, everybody can benefit. And about 80% of the revenue which comes into the island remains in the country. Whereas certain industries, majority of the money, especially like apparel and so on, the money which comes in goes out because we have to buy a lot of raw materials to manufacture. So tourism benefits a lot, and I'm very happy to hear that how the Ministry of Tourism is working very closely with both the university plus the private sector as well. I know when especially some of the others I have also met, this region has seen tremendous growth in tourism. Especially LA is now one of the most popular destinations, and so on, and the Southern Expressway connection to Mattal has also helped. We have seen to our own property with the completion of the highway where the travel time has been reduced. All these help for the development and the betterment. So what I'm also very happy to see is so many who are studying hospitality. Because especially in countries like Sri Lanka, there is a bit of a stigma, or a lot of parents, especially earlier, they want their children to be doctors, engineers, lawyers, maybe, and now IT specialists and so on. And not many focus on becoming hoteliers, hotel management, hotel managers, travel agents, what you. But I must say tourism gives a lot of potential and a lot of areas to grow. For me, of course, it was a very easy decision because of my family's involvement in this industry probably from the age of about 10, 11, I knew I'll always want to be in this industry and follow in the footsteps of my grandfather and father to make sure this industry will grow one day to become the #1 in this country. And tourism also is the largest employer in this country. Indirectly, close to 2 million plus people depend on tourism. When you take the suppliers, the vendors, even three-wheel drivers, whoever, also depends. So there is a significant economic importance, and it's very promising to see so many. Your head of the department was mentioning that you all have close to 400 plus in this degree program, which is very encouraging to see. And it is you who will be the future in this industry. There are so many who have done their part in the past, and now when the country is growing into the future, what is important is also, as the youth of this country, that you remain in this country and you work hard towards the development. Unfortunately, due to all these economic, social problems in the last few years, a lot of the youth, a lot of the educated youth plus some who were doing more casual jobs, were migrating, hoping for greener pastures. But one thing which is important to remember is it's not always greener on the other side. I know for a fact, because I have been fortunate to travel to about 30 plus countries, but every time, even when I was studying, I studied in both Singapore and Australia, but for me, I couldn't wait to come back because there is no place like home. Whether you can work wherever, but in this, your homeland, you'll be always considered a first-class citizen. Whether you're Sinhalese, Tamil, Muslim, Burgher, whatever it may be, whatever your religious or ethnic background, you will always be a first-class citizen. Whereas you migrate somewhere, you will always, especially with our skin color, whether you have money or not, it will not matter. And we have had, actually in the last 1 year, quite a few of our people who left coming back. Because what you have to remember is globally, there are very few countries that are stable, whether it is politically, economically. If you take countries like England, in the last 2 years, they have had 5 prime ministers. If you take Australia, not a single prime minister has served a full term in 25 years. If you take America, until Kamala Harris came in as a candidate, they couldn't find a presidential candidate who was fit enough to walk up and down a staircase. So just don't think, okay, I understand Sri Lanka or most parts of the world, there is corruption, there are problems, but it is the people of that country who needs to work hard to ensure that the future will succeed. A very good example of a country where the people really worked hard and came up is Japan. After the Second World War in 1945, Japan was brought completely to their knees. with Nagasaki and Hiroshima with the nuclear bombs. I was fortunate. I've been there and seen the destruction. Still, there are certain buildings they have kept preserved, and they have a couple of museums which show the destruction which it caused. So many people lost their lives, plus due to the nuclear reaction, so many people also had other they were disformed, all their limbs, some people were burned. So there was a lot of trouble and destruction caused to that country. But it was the people of Japan who, from 1945, of course it takes time, it won't happen overnight, for almost 40 years, by the 1980s, Japan became one of the most leading economic powers in the world. And that was purely due to the workmanship and the work done by the Japanese people. There are a lot of research done that what they also say is a lot of the Japanese men used to work 12, 14 hours a day, and the women stayed back and looked after the family. So there are some economic professors who say you can't really put a value, economic value, to the contribution the ladies in that country did to make sure that the men can go out and develop the economy whilst they stayed back and looked after the household and so on. So we as the youth, because if all the youth leave, then you will be left with elderly people who unfortunately will, maybe they don't have the energy to do so. There is so much of opportunity. Whether it is in tourism, you can become your own entrepreneurs, whether it is working for somebody, gaining experiences, hotels, travel agencies, becoming your own boss or whatnot. There is so much opportunity in tourism. And I'm very happy to see like the bridge, wooden bridge, the oldest wooden bridge in Sri Lanka. Actually, I must confess, I haven't seen it myself. But these type of activities is what needs to be promoted. Because everybody knows when they talk about Sri Lanka, Sigiriya, Dambulla Cave Temples, Polonnaruwa, Dalada Maligawa, those are the main tourist sites, or Yala National Park. But as responsible citizens, it's also your duty to identify different areas which you can promote. Because tourism should not only be earmarked for key destinations or the popular destinations, but also to others. That is why we, as a company, also always look at how we can bring tourism to other parts. Vallavaya was one example for us, Pothuwil in the East Coast, then of course Jaffna. We were the first company to build a property in Jaffna after the end of the war. When we built there, it wasn't easy, there were a lot of challenges, but now, but Jaffna is also now promising, it's a beautiful part of the country. If you all haven't been to Jaffna, it's definitely one area you all should visit. The islands you have, it's a different landscape, different culture, the food is different, the spices are different which they use. So all these, it's the beauty of tourism. And like I told you before, if you get into tourism, you also get to travel around the world. Something that I always really enjoy and like to learn from is my travel overseas. Meeting new people, experiencing, because if you're in this industry, one of the most important things is your people skills. How friendly you are, how welcoming you will be to meet new people, learn from them. There's always opportunities to learn. And now, unlike before, yes, you learn from universities like this, but you can also learn online, whether it is from documentaries, videos, there's a lot of reading material online. So there is so much opportunity for the youth of this country to develop their skills. So there are opportunities in various fields, plus there are of course Sri Lankans who also, if you're working in hotels and so on, that will go overseas for a few years, learn experience and come back. One of the speakers, Rifan, who is coming back, Rifan also has, I think, worked overseas. I myself, part of my studies, I worked overseas. That also helps you, because for future, if you are future managers in this industry, in Sri Lanka, we are blessed because we have wonderful people who are naturally warm, hospitable, and there are a lot of staff in properties. But when I worked in Australia, it was a 250-room hotel, and they had about 70 staff. If it was Sri Lanka, 250-room hotels will have close to 1,000 staff. So you have to do a lot of multitasking, you have to work much harder, and so on. So here, sometimes people fall into a comfort zone. And there are a lot of Sri Lankans also, when they live in Sri Lanka, they like to work a little, they don't work as hard, but they'll go to Dubai, wherever, and work 10, 12, 15 hours, but here they have all these problems. So best is always try to give back to your country, because you all are fortunate that the government of this country provides this beautiful campus. And it's a free, all our local universities provide free education, which many countries don't. And as a responsible citizen, it is your duty by receiving free education that you give back to society as well. There is no point studying here for 4 years by the taxpayers' money and the government's, because these are beautiful, like I said, this is a beautiful campus, beautiful auditoriums, and even I just drove in, so I saw a little bit of the campus. It's a beautiful facility, which is all provided. There's a lot of cost involved to the government of this country and the taxpayers who contribute to it. So as responsible youth and as responsible citizens, it is your duty, once you complete your studies, to give back to society. Because if you just, once you graduate, you'll get a piece of paper and you go overseas, there is no benefit to this motherland. You will be only helping the economic development of another country. But as a responsible person, you have to be patriotic, and like I mentioned before, you have to give back to your country, because it is of utmost importance that this country comes out of this crisis, because currently, thankfully, because of the measures taken by the government, the economic situation has improved, but we have a long way to go. We haven't still started paying back our loans or debt to the foreign donors. So if we do not work hard and help reduce the debt in this country, not only our generation, but your children, grandchildren will be all beggars who are paying somebody else's debt. So my final message will be responsible in what you do. There's a lot of opportunities in this beautiful island of ours, and be hardworking and give back to society, and ensure that when it is our time or the youth, that you will be able to see a much more prosperous island, which is, in my mind, one of the most beautiful countries in the world. Once again, I would like to thank everyone for inviting me. It's been a wonderful experience as well, and I'm very happy to see I think you all are very lucky to have Mr. Dhananjay as your head. He's a very energetic individual. He keeps on calling me, and he keeps pushing me as well to come and do this. It's not easy to find such motivated individuals, so you all are also very lucky, plus the heads of the faculty, plus the Vice Chancellor. I noticed in all the events he himself was present. That's very important, because that's the leadership he gives. Because if he doesn't provide that leadership, and like Dhananjay mentioned, if the funding or whatnot comes from the ministry, then it's very difficult to put up shows or events like this. So it's very encouraging to see, and I wish all of you all the very best and God's blessings for all your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring keynote address.
To appreciate your valuable contribution today, we have arranged a token of appreciation.
To present that, we would like to invite Mr. Dhananjay Navaratna, Head, Department of Tourism Studies, and Mr. Sampath Nisanka, Assistant Secretary, Ministry of Tourism or Provincial Council, Chief Executive Officer, or Tourism Promotion Bureau to the stage. It's time to recognize the outstanding achievements of our talented participants who competed in the Expressive Ink Essay competition, which was a part of our World Tourism Day celebration 2024. We will now award certificates to the winners of the competition. Please join me in congratulating our winners as they come up to receive their awards.
To present the awards, I would like to invite Mr. Dimitri Kure, Managing Director, Jetwind Hotels, Mr. Dhananjay Navaratna, Head, Department of Tourism Studies, Mr. Sampath Nisanka, Assistant Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, or Provincial Council, Chief Executive Officer, or Tourism Promotion Bureau to the stage.
The third place goes to K. Krishani from Uva Wellassa University of Sri Lanka.
The second place in Expressive win is awarded to N.K. Isuri, also from Uva Wellassa University of Sri Lanka.
The first place in Expressive Ink, the award goes to A.I.N. Piris from Uva Wellassa University of Sri Lanka. And now we would like to warmly welcome Mr. Refan Razin, General Manager, Shangri-La Hambantota.
Let's give a big round of applause to our top 3 winners.
Dear sir, please remain on the stage.
W.A. Kejani Vanasuriya from Gampa Victoria University, Indigenous Medicine. L.M. Binari Dharmavardhana from Gampa Vikramaditya University of Indigenous Medicine. T.G. Loamini Jaitilaka from Uva Wellassa University of Sri Lanka.
W.M.D. Vanasuriya from Uva Wellassa University of Sri Lanka. P. Abhilakshan from the University of Jaffna. A.M.D. M. Abesekara from Gampaha Vikramaraj University of Indigenous Medicine. N.M.K. M. Navaratna from Sabaragamu University of Sri Lanka. Let's give a big round of applause to our winners again. Dear sir, please remain on the stage for a while. Now we will move on to the winners of Navigatio 2024, which is a photography competition that held as a part of our World Tourism Day celebration. Please join me in congratulating the winners. The winner of the most popular category of Navigatio 2024, the award goes to Matangi from Computer Science and Technology degree program, Uva Wellassa University of Sri Lanka.
Next, the winner of most creative category of Navigatio 2024, the award goes to Taridu Dilshan Randol from Information and Communication Technology degree program, Uva Wellassa University of Sri Lanka. Let's give a big round of applause to our winners.
Thank you, sir, for honoring our winners.
To conclude the morning session, I invite Ms. Vindya Hevage, lecturer, Department of Tourism Studies, Academic Coordinator of World Tourism Day Celebration 2024 to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning, all the distinguished invitees, academic and non-academic staff members, students, and ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed an honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this significant occasion as the coordinator of World Tourism Day Celebration 2024, organized by the Department of Tourism Studies, Faculty of Management of Uva Wellassa University in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism, Uva Province. First and foremost, I sincerely thank our chief guest, Senior Professor Kalitha Bandara Wijesekara, Vice Chancellor of Uva Wellassa University, for kindly gracing this occasion as the chief guest. He has been a key force of our effort, and with his leadership, the university has made immense progress continuously. So dear sir, although you are now not present here, I would like to thank you very much for your humble leadership and presence at the ceremonial event of World Tourism Day 2024. Next, I would like to thank Mr. Dimitri Kure, Managing Director of Jetwing Hotels, for gracing this occasion as the keynote speaker as well as a panel member for the upcoming panel discussion. We are really thankful to you for being with us today, and your presence has added significant value to today's event. Next, I am thankful to Professor Uva Ranasinghe, Dean, Faculty of Management. Dear sir, thank you very much for your continuous guidance and encouragement extended to successfully conclude the Tourism Day events, as well as for your valuable presence today. Preparing for 2024 World Tourism Day celebration under the theme of Tourism and Peace took months of efforts and commitment, which dates back to April 2024. This time, we were able to conduct many different activities, starting with home science workshop for A-level home economics students of Uva Province, Quizibasa 2024 quiz competition for A-level commerce students of Uva Province, Navigatio photography competition, Expressive ink essay competition, destination promotion video for Bogoda Wooden Bridge, tourism walk at Haputale, launch of Wow magazine volume 4, and here we are today marking the end of World Tourism Day 2024 with this ceremonial event and panel discussions. All these events would not have been possible to done without the efforts and financial assistance extended by the Uva Provincial Ministry of Tourism. Hence, I take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Nihal Gunaratne, the Secretary, Ministry of Tourism and Sports, Uva Provincial Council, for your active involvement, assistance. Also, Mr. Sampath Nisanka, Director, Ministry of Industries Development, Uva Provincial Council, as well as the Chief Executive Officer of Uva Tourism Promotion Bureau. Thank you very much for the pivotal role you played to successfully complete the World Tourism Day activities this year. We are grateful for your presence today. Also, I would like to convey my sincere gratitude to the esteemed invitees and members of the panel discussions, Professor Angana Shalika, Mr. Irfan Razin, Mr. Ishar Gunawardana, Mr. Pramudip Tenabadu, Mr. Hashan Pereira, Mr. Suraj Vijay Vikrama. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation to join in this ceremony today and sharing your valuable insights with us in the upcoming panel discussions. Your presence today is highly valued, and as a department, we are looking forward for your support in future activities as well. And also, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the deans of the faculties and heads of the departments of the Faculty of Management for your support and for your valuable presence today. It means a lot for us. Further, I would like to thank the acting bursar, acting registrar, acting librarian, all the academic staff members of the Faculty of Management for your continuous support as well as for your presence today. Also, I would like to thank Mr. Nilantha Tennakon, Civil Aviation Authority of Sri Lanka, all the students and the teachers of Badula Viharama Devi Girls School for your valuable presence today. I also take this opportunity to thank the staff member of the Uva Province Ministry of Tourism for their continuous assistance extended throughout this entire period. Especially, I would like to mention Ms. Viloka Vimalaratne for continuous support throughout this entire period. Thank you all for your valuable presence today. My heartfelt gratitude further goes to all the administrative and non-academic staff members, Director of Audio Visual Unit, Uva Rayon Media Club, and the Art Club for your immense support. As well as I would like to thank all our HT undergraduates for your presence today. Well, as I mentioned earlier, an event like this cannot happen overnight. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a very motivated and dedicated team led by Mr. Dhananjay Navaratne, Head Department of Tourism Studies. Sir, your guidance, suggestions and active involvement that played a pivotal role in successfully concluding the World Tourism Day activities 2024. Thank you for your continuous support and encouragement. Also, my heartfelt gratitude goes to the academic staff members of the Department of Tourism Studies, including Ms. Prabodhaya Munasinghe, Assistant Coordinator of World Tourism Day 2024. Having to organize back-to-back events in the middle of many other academic events over the past few months was not an easy task, but you all made them a reality. The active role you all played during this time and the team spirit you showcased in coordinating the World Tourism Day activities is highly appreciated, and I'm thankful for your presence today. And my dear HTE final year undergraduates, today this event marks the end of your events journey as the organizing batch in this 4-year academic period. The journey was hard, we know that, but we sincerely hope that you all collected a lifetime worth of experiences that shaped up your life. Aditya and Shivangi, main student coordinators of World Tourism Day 2024, and all the other student coordinators of Tourism Day activities, although I'm not able to name you one by one, and all the students who gave their best, who gave their maximum to successfully complete the World Tourism Day celebration over the past few months. We know that you have committed yourself a lot, and we are really thankful, and we really appreciate your dedication and commitment to make this event a a successful one. Finally, I'm thankful to everyone who helped us to successfully conclude the World Tourism Day Celebration 2024, whose names were not specifically mentioned. Let's meet again next year with the World Tourism Day Celebration 2025 revolving around the theme of tourism and sustainable transformation. Thank you, and let's meet again on the upcoming panel discussions after the break. Thank you.
Thank you, madam, for your valuable words.
We will now take a short break for refreshments, and please join us again by 12 noon for the panel discussions. To officially conclude the ceremony, please rise for the national anthem. Dear invitees, we would like to have you all on a stage for a photograph after the national anthem.